bald eagles are not uncommon in the area, flying through, migrating. They will stop for periods of time, but nesting is a whole different story. You know, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, when the DDT issue was around us, that basically, you know, decimated a lot of raptor populations in regard to hatching rates. They would eat the fish would be full of the DDT that got washed into the streams and rivers and lakes, which affected the thickness of the eggshells. Birds would sit on eggs, they would break the eggs because the shells were so thin, they couldn't carry off you know, broods. So they moved away, and now with the reduction or elimination of DDT and those types of chemicals on crops, you know, the waters are cleaner, the fish are cleaner, consequently we're not having those issues with thin eggshells anymore, so the birds are moving back into the sites which they historically used to nest in.
You can actually see it barely with the naked eye. The largest tree that's over on the far north side of the lake is the tree that the nest is in, and the nest just looks like a brown blob at this point, but if you look at it with optics, you're able to see better that there is indeed an adult bald eagle on top of that nest.
Here, honey, look.
Watch the birdie.
Look in here, you can see the bird.
Let's hold this. See? Can you see the birdie? Yeah. Isn't that cool?
The tree that the nest is in is a cottonwood tree. Not a very old tree, but very stable, very sturdy. They've obviously picked this site because it's about the tallest tree in the area, right on the water. The nest itself is, you know, 6 foot across, probably, you know, 5 or 6 feet deep. And you know, they're going to pick out the highest point to make sure that they can survey all the area around it to look for predators or any possible threats that are coming their way. The eagle eye, if you will. Yeah, right now she's sitting on top of the young, keeping them warm. It's a little cool right now. If it does warm up later on in the day, the sun pops out, you know, she'll stand up and stretch her legs and give the chicks a chance to move around a bit. Yeah, the male came in with what appears to be a goldfish. Probably from one of the local sloughs that we have, and brought it in. Looks like he's sitting there right now, just relaxing a bit, and then they'll probably either feed on that themselves or obviously feed some of it to the young that are in the nest. So we'll keep an eye on things now and see if any little heads pop up.